Hello everybody, Bloodfencer talking, and welcome to Amnesia, a machine for pigs. This Let's Play is probably going to come out pretty soon after my brother's Let's Play, because a friend of mine requested me to play this, and she was very eager to see this game in action. So I'm just going to start with a new game. I actually beat the game. Stuff is going on. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson.
Daddy, please don't kill me.
Amnesia, machine for pigs. So, after that weird little sequence, we find ourselves on the floor of our bedroom. There seems to be some spillage going on. Please tell me if the game audio is okay or if I should turn it up. Well, obviously down in the comments below, because I had to turn it down a little bit because the start menu was a little bit too loud. But things seem to be a bit quiet now. So, this is my bed. There's a cage around it for some reason. We walk around. One of the major changes between a machine for pigs and the first Amnesia, the Dark Descent, is you can't interact with everything anymore. If you actually played the first game, you would know that you could grab that bottle, you could grab the book, you could grab this lamp, and you could sift through all of these drawers, but here in this game they actually got these locks. So yeah. I'm going to be reading these notes, by the way. Not the date, screw the date. In my dreams I see a man, dressed in jaguar skins and feathered like a blotted saint. What came from the heart lubricated us, it crushed evil under its tread and liberated us all. The fetid heat of the jungle mirrored somewhere behind my forehead. My temple pounds, the blood boils in my skull. It feels as if there is something alive there, a rat, a damn rat gnawing through my brains, eating its way out into the world. Even the laudanum will not quell its endless hunger. I hear my children playing in the attic, but it fills me with terror, not love. What desperate thoughts are these? So yeah, our first little glance into the psyche of the main character. And these little things, they're going to pop up a lot. They're actually masks, but for the longest time I thought they were like little porcelain hats.
Daddy, find us!
Okay. We're going to open up the journal a lot. A fever dream. I wake alone to a house in silence. That missing sound of children playing is like dark fecund sepulchre, beckoning me to begin a descent to the loam where surely only bodies may be found. No matter, my children call and I shall answer. I will find them. God damn it, I didn't turn down the Skype sounds. Actually, sorry guys, let me turn up the sound a bit. Okay, so we go up there, but there's something else over here.
I held your hand and watched the blood pool between your legs. You lived long enough to see Edwin, but not Enoch. I will take care of them, my love. I promise you this.
That pighead wasn't there before. Also, just a sec. Okay, I turned down the Skype sound, so they won't be ruining our immersion anymore. Let's go up to the end.
Papa, this way!
Oh shit. Funny enough, that was my first reaction. Take this vial, please. Locked. Just like my heart. What the? What just scared him? Oops, journal. Attics and nurseries. But they slept in the attic when they were babes in arms, and perhaps they have hidden there now. I remember I insisted upon it, midway between my bedroom and my office. Okay.
There's a bad man coming.
Edwin and Enoch's diary. Daddy says there won't be a Christmas this year. He's much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He is ever so busy. He's gone for work before she wakes us, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing and hid it with a rolling pin. Later we crept downstairs to bury the body when everyone was asleep. It was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffling about. Then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious, but we think he'd been crying again. Kids. Adorable. Rocking cradles. Alright, got my lantern. No, there's nothing down there. Never changed to previous games. This lantern is fully electric.
We're hiding, Daddy.
I don't know how it's being kept charged, but the big change is that you don't have to collect oil or anything to keep it charged. It just It just sort of starts to flicker when there's danger around. You'll see. Totally not creepy room. Yes, he said, I know these runes. He was a shabby fellow, all rotten with some malodorous disease. I caught him looking at me strangely, as if what he really wanted to know was how I knew of them. Fighting back the temptation to box his ears for the impudence, I simply smiled and told him that my family's library contained intriguing travel books. The illiterate oaf did not understand that, of course. He agreed to lead us anyway. I've told the children, truly, this will be an extraordinary adventure. If those old stones hold the financial benefits I predict, it will be merely the first of many.
Daddy!
Children! You, madam, or sir, you, sir, are a pig. Some beautiful artwork. I know there's some nudity among them. I'll try not to look at them just in case someone gets offended by them.
You don't mind if I record this, do you? I find it most useful.
Ah, you have one of those wonderful Martin bills. No, of course not, my dear fellow.
It's my own design, Professor, along with everything you see.
Most useful. You understand, of course, why the Ministry sent me. That they have concerns.
What the? It ripped a painting off my wall. I remember that poker night. I lost all my money that night.
Hello?
Precious eagle cactus fruit. Help us.
Precious eagle cactus fruit. The bank is refusing credit, the ignorant swine. I sit alone at night and weep once the children and servants are safely asleep where they cannot hear me. My darling, how I need you now. They say I have squandered my fortune, that my investment in these latest machines has ruined the family name. What? That I was to remain a local butcher? What are these 2 arms compared to the multitude that can be applied without pay, without tire, by adapting the mechanisms we find in the looms and the mills? But if a bank has its way, it will all come to nothing. If they come for the house, I swear I will kill them. I will kill them all. I will take my rifle. My rifle. This very rifle. Well, once we set to weep Lily's passing, under weapons that cannot slay the angels to retrieve her from heaven. Look beyond the paintings, Oswald, where you once watched her bathe. The children must have discovered those secret places and taken refuge there. Oh look, secret passage. Children? replacement is dissatisfactory, so like a pump. Better the intestinal kennel like a tapeworm, already hosting intrusion at the breed. Brass better than copper, more resistant. Filaments soon to bone hold. Marrow pipe removal with needle potential. Composite replacement straightforward, will respond to electromagnetic inducement to increase yield rate. Serum provides accelerated resetting resulting in naturalized movement within 2 to 3 days. Subject still requires severing of frontal lobes to reduce emotional distress upon reactivation. Damn it! Damn this wretched soul, if only it were clockwork. A clockwork soul. Disturbing. Oh, another pighead. Oh look, it's the bathroom we entered earlier.
This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
I just love the subliminal messages of this game, of this story. I mean, the undertone of the subliminal messages. That's something else entirely. It'll at least honor our loading times. You can almost see his Wilkins. Yes, thank you, ethereal voices, for telling me how to sprint. Daddy says we're not allowed to play with the animals anymore. We were playing hide and seek with Cook, and he came and shouted at us, just as we were going to hide behind Mr. Grumpy Teddy. Cook says it's because of guns in there, but he always lets us help polish them, so it can't be that. Anyway, that room is haunted. If you sneak around here at night, you can hear the ghosts of the walls behind the cases. They are often angry, or that's how it sounds. We think that's why you can hear them rattling their chains and slamming doors and things like that. We don't like it in there anyway. I'm going to withhold commentary for a while. I could say something, but I just want to wait for it. Oh,
This way, Papa. Come and see.
Come and see what? Stop tearing my house apart, Grand Hall. That voice on the telephone, he speaks as if he knows me, and indeed I seem to remember him. Like a twin pulled away from the other at birth. I feel we are entwined, though I cannot conceive of how. I'm a drowning man for the surface within my own house. Beneath me, I know there are splendid architectures hidden in the dark, if I can only find the entrances.
Daddy.
Oh, I saw you, kids. Taking care of business in a flash. Schlaf, mein Kind, schlaf. Dein Herz schlägt unter meiner Hand und ich wiege dich in diesen offenen Wunden mein, dieses Herz. Sanft weiter durch mich und dein Herz gehört mir und ich wiege dich in dieser werdenden Liebe, dieses Herz. Träume diese heilige Wunde, wird bluten und die Engel trauern, nur um dich schlafen zu sehen. Mein Kind, schlaf und ich werde dich wiegen. That was German. Not going to translate it, just going to let you guys wonder what it means. Hello.
Mandus, do you know me?
Who are you? Where are my children?
Trapped, Mandus. Far below us. The machine is fouled. It is breached. It is flooded. The bulkheads are down. The children are engaged. If you help me, I can help you release them. Restore the power Mandus, drain the flooding, and restart the great engines.
How? Where should I go? Hello? Hello?
Mr. Mandus seems to be a little bit daft on the uptake. Didn't realize the guy on the other line had already ceased talking to him.
I must say, my dear man, you look awful.
Yes, I seem to have picked up something rather nasty in Mexico.
I do understand what you've been through. A lesser man would have crumbled. Yet you have made all of this. Your great factory, your charities. It is a wonder for one man alone.
It will all be made clear, Professor. But first, a drink.
But first, a drink. This guy's such a cheapo, he doesn't even buy the labeled stuff. Anyway. I am to have a visitor, the distinguished Professor A. He has come to assert on my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club. But I'm not stupid. He's here to spy for them. When we stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. And now he comes to me to doff and wheedle, and my dear sir, but you must still grieve, and perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age. He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. But to refuse? It would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery, see whether his stomach, so strained by rummaging in the innards of clumsily vivisected horse, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of his golden age. I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks on the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. Locked. Journal on bears and bathtubs. And out of a party, she took my arm and said, "But darling, however did you get from the trophy room to the guest room bathroom so quickly? Everyone considers you quite a magician. My darling Lilibeth, my father's house has many rooms, and as for mine, well, it also has its secret chambers." And that is actually a hint that there's something. Ow. So, what I wanted to say earlier is that this game actually gives you subtle hints on where to find its secrets. Like, what is that? Like that excerpt from the Twins journal I found earlier. It was talking about some bears in the trophy room. That actually is a hint on a hidden passage. And since the game believes that we're daft, we get another hint. In form of our journal. Whatever used to be in there is now on the loose.
Hands are bleeding, raw. I scrub and scrub, but the smell will not lift. How can I hold my children with these hands now? How can I kiss them goodnight with lips that have issued such instruction?
Old Sally, the doll's cottage? Oh, she come a-snuffling by night round your door, with her pretty apron right down to the hoof, and her ringlets are fair, and her eyes shine a blue like a half-buried hand in the wintry snow. like a band in the wintry snow. And she'll beg you for apples through the window ajar, her face be all hidden, but her eyes shine aflame. And though you'll be tempted by her bosom so fair, she'll snatch you and catch you and eat your heart. Oh, she'll catch you and eat out your heart. So look to your manners come the eve of the year, lest Sally comes calling for apples, my dear. And know that some doors now should open wide. Take heed of your father and keep safe inside. Disobedient children make Sally her pies, oh, and warm Sally's beastly inside. I actually didn't find that on my first playthrough. Ah, stupid doors don't want to be inside. Life-sized anteater. So, bears and bathtubs, huh? Remember, that is something the game actually told you, so I'm not really spoiling any sort of revelations. Oh yeah. The only things you can always interact with are chairs. All the chairs in this game are interactive. Nope. We're back at the banquet hall. Sorry. We actually had to take that door because we...
I'm off to market. I will cry all the way home. I will have none. I will have none at all.
That last part is always giving me the creeps. Well, not always. I played this one the first time. Yeah. The way he says it.
Come on, Daddy. It's this way.
Oh, alright. Journal, this is not a good time. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If my children discovered this place, it is entirely conceivable they strayed downwards, delighted in the discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. I guess you could almost call it a dark descent. I correct myself now. Locked. Locked. Pig mask.
Come and see, Papa. We found an egg. A stone egg.
Stone egg. Well, that sounds positively enticing. Oh shit! And this is where we'll stop.